I think we as a society have taken a few steps back when understanding that people can play video games of all race, creeds, and colors. And I think the fact of the matter is we've gotten so inflammatory because you get paid for being inflammatory, and it's become such a coagulation of anger and hate and vitriol. It's kind of confusing me. I really don't understand it. Wait, before we continue, don't forget to comment your favorite recipe for spaghetti. I would like to know. I just don't know what you like for spaghetti. I would appreciate that because I'm looking for more spaghetti recipes. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, but specifically, I'm looking for that spaghetti recipe, so I'd appreciate that. So, males on the internet are very angry about the state of gaming, with women being the leads in video games. As a matter of fact, people are going gung-ho for the anger they're feeling inside of their body, gullet, and mind. We've got Tectone. Oh, amazing Tectone. Famous bald man Tectone. What the F are they doing? No fan of God of War is going to want to play this woke garbage? Ugh. Yeah, let me swap from playing as mother effing Kratos, the god of war, a man who F's multiple women at once and kills the gods themselves. This is very important. Kratos has not F'd multiple women at once in quite some time. Last time we did that was God of War 3. 2, counted actually 3 more so God of War games have released since he has been doing that. And he does kill the gods, but he doesn't like killing the gods anymore. He has changed and grown as a person. It's a little bit of a shame that this person right here cannot change and grow to a mid-ass 40-year-old white woman. So I don't know if Kratos' wife is 40, she may be hundreds of thousands of years old, if I could be so bold, if we're going by lore implications and reasons. And absolutely horrendous. Hard skip, gay as F. Cool. To be quite honest with you, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you right here. I'm not gonna buy the game, right? I don't hate the game. I think it looks fantastic. I just don't. I don't care about playing the game. I don't like a lot of puzzles in my video games, to be quite honest with you. I also like much more basic games than the nonsense of the AAA slop. But I feel as though this happens when every single time a protagonist that is a woman comes into a game. We have this right here. They never learn. Oh, they never learn. Your target audience is mostly men. Men want to play as men, not women, unless they're hot, which we know you hate. See, this is the thing, right? They only want to play as hot women. That's it. Now, these women look pretty good to me. I'm a little bit confused. I don't grasp it. I think it's because they look realistic and don't look like anime waifus is what's getting them. We are sick of seeing our favorite characters be replaced for diversity quotas. Just stop already. I don't think this is diversity quota. I think they're just women, which are half the planet. I may be a bit confused. Maybe I'm dumb, and I'm okay if I'm dumb. I'm fine with being dumb. We got Tactical Templar. Stop making female counterparts to male leads. It doesn't work. Nobody, not even the women you think you're pandering to, want masculine women. Let men be men and women be women. And I've seen a bunch of posts like this all over the hellscape that is Twitter, and I'm just a little bit confused about why they continually do this. It seems strange. Maybe they're doing it for money. Maybe they're doing it to get a little bit of a PB&J on their bread. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're doing it to get a little bit of cheddar. That's what I'm imagining here. But I think, and this is going to confuse you a little bit, this conversation came out of nowhere. I don't know where the conversation came from. I feel as though I'm losing my mind because I don't remember this conversation being anywhere in gaming in any capacity at all points in time. For decades, people played games with women protagonists and barely thought twice. Nobody cared. Tomb Raider became one of the biggest gaming franchises on the planet. Bayonetta built an entire fan base. Metroid fans spent years worshipping Samus. Millions of people played as women in MMOs without a second thought. Suddenly, every time a new woman lead, a new woman protagonist becomes the center of some massive online debate. Oh, why are we I don't want to play as a girl on her period. Yuck. I don't want to think about women actually having bodily autonomy. I just want women to stay on the side, bring me my sandwich, and actively say nothing. Women shouldn't even be anywhere near a video game. It's disgusting. What, you don't see any women in the fighting game community? And this is a big thing, by the way. If the reason you don't see a lot of women in the fighting game community or in a lot of competitive gaming spaces, have you ever seen a man react to a woman in a gaming space? Have you ever seen that? Now, I've seen it multiple times at my locals, which we have locals here in Detroit. There are women that pop up and they will wear sports bras and mask. I know a woman who wears a burqa to go to the gaming thing. I've seen it. And the reason being is because men hover over them like flies to shit. It is crazy. They're over them like, do you have an Instagram? I want to talk to you. You seem cool. Whoa, you're really good. I can teach you some new text. We should play games together online. And it's a bit much. And a lot of these women are happily married. They have relationships. They have boyfriends. They're minding their business. They just want to play the game. And then these guys will come out of nowhere in droves, in swarms, and just say, well, you should do that. And then when they get rejected, same thing always happens. Oh, well, you're ugly anyway. You're stanky. I don't like you anyway. You're gross. Every single time without fail, it happens every single time. So the reason why a lot of women don't actively compete is because of those very reasons. Now, men don't have to deal with the harassment from other men unless it's just, talking mess during a video game, something of that variety. It's so strange to see that because so many people will say, well, I just don't get it. I thought women wanted to be in this space. I don't understand. It's a safe environment. No, it's not. No, it's not. Gaming is not a safe environment for women in any capacity. I don't think it has ever been a safe environment for women in any capacity. My sister is really good at Halo. I mean disgustingly good at Halo. I believe she's Onyx 1 in the newest Halo. She's the highest rank in Halo. And guess what? This is going to confuse you. She would never turn on voice comms. Ever. The instant you hear a woman in a game, I don't know what it is in a male's brain, it just goes bananas. It goes goober mode. But gaming itself is under attack because someone cannot play as a 6'4" mountain of muscle carrying an axe. That's what's happening. You can't play as Kratos. I think the whole attack is just wildly imaginary. I don't grasp what people are doing it. I want to play a strong male fantasy. I just want to be a strong man. I want to die in the snow. I want to play as Arthur Morgan, and I want to play as Kratos, and I want to play as Dante and Virgil. I don't want to play as Lady. Yuck. Well, actually, Lady's kind of hot, so I do want to play as a hot girl. So you want to be either a big muscular man or a hot girl. Is that what you want? Brother, you're non-binary. What do you want? You want to be on all sides of the gender spectrum? I want to play as a hot girl because when she's fighting, I can see her chest jiggle and I can see the butt move in the back of it. And I'm playing as her so I can control her butt. I love controlling women so much. Cool. I want to play as a big macho man because that's how men are supposed to look. Brother, how many push-ups can you hit? 2. Okay. Cool. I'm proud of you. Probably try to get buff if you want to. Well, I don't want to work out. Why don't you want to work out? I don't want to work out because I don't know. It's tough and it's hard and I got to do calorie deficits and, I got the Norwood scales going crazy. I keep bringing up the Norwood scale, by the way. I should probably show you what the Norwood scale is because whenever I bring up the Norwood scale, someone comments and says, what's the Norwood scale? The Norwood scale is this thing. It's the balding chart. The Norwood scale is the balding chart for bald men. That's what the Norwood scale is. If you're curious about what the Norwood scale is this. That's the Norwood scale. That's the entirety of the Norwood scale. If I could be so bold to say, if you're curious about what the Norwood scale is, that's what it is. But it's so stupid. Hundreds of games built entirely around that fantasy of being a strong man. Super soldier, knight, god, demon hunter, martial artist, dragon slayer, cowboy, samurai, space marine, mercenary, superhero, shirtless lunatic, screaming, whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is. That's what it always is. And it's crazy because no one was complaining about this for a long time. I think it happened when people started to say, well, you're taking my franchise, a game that I barely care about, like The Witcher or God of War, and now you're trying to expand the lore of it. I love The Last of Us, but I want to play as Joel, not Ellie. This is gross. And Ellie's a lesbian? Lesbians don't exist. That's strange. Why do you want that? The gaming industry is already overflowing with powerful male characters. As a matter of fact, more games released with powerful male characters than any other game thing in the franchise in every way. They still dominate entire genres. Nobody is suffering. No one is suffering from a shortage of giant men hitting things with large objects. That's what it is. It's a fiction game. As a matter of fact, I'll give you an example of a game where nobody's complaining about because they're all sexy, and it only happens when you can goon to the characters. only happens when you can whip out your meat, go crazy, grab some petroleum jelly, make sure you look around, make sure the echoes don't reverberate off the walls, make sure you look out the window, make sure the FBI isn't tracking you, put some tape over your camera so nobody can see you, make sure your mom's gone, make sure the basement's locked, make sure it's quiet and silent, make sure you have your candles lit and the incense are going, you can smell the incense going through your body, clears your head, make sure you can go up and type it in and, oh yeah, I'm gonna look up 3D futanari of Marvel Rivals. All this is great. And they start stroking and whacking their legless lizard. Their brain starts going crazy. They start shaking and reverberating. Ah, my body. Oh, yeah. I'm growing. Oh, I'm growing down there. And you're grabbing your tweezers that are all lubed up and stroking your little pecker and going nuts. And I don't mean to body shame anybody with little penises. I don't want to get you out that way. If you got a little penis, you can still have good, honest lesbian sex. Or you can just start taking estrogen, buddy. You can just start taking estrogen, buddy, and start getting clapped in the back and start feminizing yourself. You can do that ever so boldly. Who knows? We need more people in the FGC is what we need. I don't know. Something about estrogen just makes people compete in the FGC. Don't really know where that came from. Or they can make hyper pop music. Don't really know what's going on there. But outside of that, and that side tray, when it comes to me getting whooped in melty blood, I'm telling you this right now. I know you want to just actually stroke it all day, every night. I know you want to play a video game, and you're playing a video game, and you're rock flaccid down there going crazy, and you're playing with your floppy, and you're getting your cock stank all over your keyboard and your mouse, and you want to actively have that sweaty ball feeling all over, and you've gotten used to your own smell. Your own smell's fumigating throughout your body. You're saying, oh, yeah, this is good, and you have piss all over your toilet and blood in your stool, and you got gingivitis and gangrene, and you messed up your back because you've never exfoliated once in your life. You have back knees so crazy because you don't wash your sheets. It's disgusting. And you actively only spend 2 minutes in the shower when you should actively be washing your hair every other day. And you actively are having greasy hair. You're ruining your life, and your teeth are falling out of your mouth and body and mind. And you've never used floss in all your days. And it's not even the fact that you didn't grow up with good hygiene practices. You actually grew up with great hygiene practices. The issue is that you don't care about yourself because you just want to feel like a worthless worm inside of your hellhole and complaining about things online because you're miserable about your life, because you're not making enough money, because you think the male fantasy is voting for the Republican Party and voting for Donald Trump. So you've actively bought into that fantasy, and now Donald Trump is ruining you, and you're trying to have a job. You can't get the girl you want, and nobody wants to talk to you because you smell crazy, and you don't work out, and you don't take care of your skincare, and you're not charismatic, and you don't care about your life. It's disgusting. I want people to watch people instantly lock in characters such as Psylocke, Storm, Scarlet Witch, Invisible Woman. Hell, Luna Snow. Who I didn't even know about Luna Snow. Overwatch. Half the lobby plays Mercy. We got Diva, Widowmaker, Kiriko, Ashe, a Tracer, all of them. And if you go to any MMO, if you play any MMO, realistically, you're gonna they have been making women characters since the invention of online gaming. I can play as a girl. Hold on a second. I can play as a girl. Guys, I can play as a girl, and I can play dress up with the girl. Yes, you can play dress up with a girl. It's a fantasy game. You can do whatever you want to. It's the beauty of playing a video game. You have the freedom to make whatever you want inside of your mind. And entire friend groups consist of men playing women characters for years. Nobody cared. But these girls are ugly. No, they look more realistic. You just don't like looking at real women because every time you look at a real woman, you remind yourself in your brain that you get rejected by real women. And that's disgusting for you. She's real and married? Disgusting. I hate that. Yes, you just don't want to see a real woman. You hate the aspect of looking at somebody that looks real. So strange. I don't get it. I don't understand. You're playing the wrong kind of woman. Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade became a battlefield because Eve, the main character, was designed to be attractive and provocative. Nier Automata. Its 2B was stylish, beautiful, and intentionally designed to appeal to people. And, every time she moved, these boys start going up and down crazy. Her chest memories start flopping around everything. Entire community spent years posting screenshots of these characters, openly discussing, oh yeah, look at her belly button. Look at her butt. This is so cool. I love this so much. Nobody was saying, I don't want to play as a woman. The audience was perfectly comfortable playing as a woman because those women were fitting a very specific fantasy. The fantasy of gooning. It's nasty. This is why the actual conversation around this whole thing has less to do with gender and more to do with, I suppose, expectations about gender norms. People and players more so became accustomed to women protagonists being designed partly as eye candy. That's it. You're playing a game, you want to see a hot girl. When a new game arrives, every single time, you got a woman lead, and they're saying, come on. Where's the sex? Where's the part where I can touch my balls? It's so dumb, right? It's so dumb. There's people say, what about immersion? What about realism? What about power fantasies? Underneath those arguments is disappointment. The character was not designed according to their personal preferences. Man, I don't want to play as a black woman. I can't think of 5 video games that have a black woman as a protagonist. I can't think of 5. I can't think of 5. It's so stupid. It's not about women existing. It's about what kind of women they expected to see. They expect to see a very sexy woman. And you know what makes this worse about the whole thing? Because people get paid for outrage on the internet. It's just a content machine. No one on the internet will get a click from saying, no, the protagonist looks fine. That looks good. Nobody builds a podcast around saying, I personally would have preferred a different design. No, instead, everything is this declaration. Gaming is dead. Oh, we got a resurrected necromancy, but the necromancer can't be a woman. Gaming is saved. Oh, we can play as a big, powerful man. Look at his nipples. Oh my God, look at his nipples. He could bench press me. I want him to crush me with his thighs. He's so hot. Wow, he's so big, muscular. That's good. And by the way, this is not saying that a lot of men are closeted homosexuals. I don't like using gay as an insult. I don't like saying pause after a sentence. That is as homophobic language, and I refuse to use that on my channel. It's disgusting, and you're weak if you say pause, and you're weak if you continually say, I don't know. You want to play as a man? That's kind of gay. You're weak. You're stupid. You're dumb. If you think that is actually an insult, you are only fueling the flame of nothingness and worthlessness when it comes to actively progressive conversations around this topic. It's dumb. Whenever you say that, you've ruined your entire argument because it doesn't add anything to the conversation by saying that a man is gay for playing as a male character. That doesn't work. Is being gay a bad thing? Well, they don't want to be gay so bad, so I'm going to call them that. So would you misgender somebody? Would you misgender somebody if you didn't like them? Think about yourself. Think about your actions for 2 seconds. That's just an aside. Think about your action. I don't have a moment to bring this up ever, so I'm bringing it up now. People saying gaming is woke. It's a woke, and it kills me because woke. No one's looking at the word woke for what it actually means, right? No one ever is looking at the word woke for what it means. They're seeing the name woke, and they're assuming it means woman or black or gay. That's it. Woke means awake to the systems that have propagated the patriarchy, the world at large, how it is so male dominated, how so many males have actively done these things. That's the thing. Gaming is anti-woke because we have Plantation Simulator. Gaming is under attack. They're trying to attack gaming. This is just so crazy. Gaming, to me, has never been better. I have so many games to play as of right now. I have hundreds of games to play. I've been playing Oaken Tower for, oh my God, for so many weeks at this point. And if you ever want to see me play Oaken Tower, it's a fun game. I'm having a fantastic time. I have an entire channel dedicated to a bunch of side stuff. I just have an entire side channel dedicated to video games. If you're curious about that, Sarah's Live is right here. If you're curious about watching me play some video games, I love Oaken Tower, playing that like crazy. Every discussion though is inflated. It sounds like civilization itself depends on the shape of a physical character's face. I don't get it. I just don't get it. What gets lost in that moment, and that most normal players, most people playing video games, don't give a fuck. You know what they care about? whether the game is fun. God of War looks fun. I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna learn about the story, and because I have no interest to play God of War, the new one. I have zero interest in playing that game. I genuinely do. I have no interest in any capacity. I care about the story a lot, though. The story is one of the most important things to me of all time. Most people just want a game with good combat. Story is interesting. A great character can be, I don't know, male, a woman, ugly, beautiful, old, young, serious, goofy, realistic, absurd. Gamers have spent decades proving this. The biggest icons in the medium include, let's talk about them, plumbers, hedgehogs, robots, soldiers, bounty hunters, witches, lawyers. I'm talking about you, Ace Attorney. And witches, Bayonetta. Bounty hunters, you already know I'm talking about Boba Fett. Let's go crazy. Robots. Hundreds. I can name thousands. I'm just not going to do that. Block-shaped people made entirely of cubes. We played as cube people, man. The audience has always been capable of connecting with characters who are different from them. You're obviously not Sonic the Hedgehog. Somebody might be a plumber, though. I'll say that. You're not a soldier? Are you a soldier? No. Are you a witch? You're no way in hell you're a lawyer. No way in hell you play LA Noire and thought you were actually a detective. There's no universe you thought that. The capability is not the question. The question is why some people have decided that capability is now a threat. It feels so trapped inside a social media bubble. Every single release. This is a cultural battlefield. Millions of players are logging into games, picking whoever looks cool, and having fun. There's a game, Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter on PS2. First character I ever picked was a woman because the Wrathian armor, is my favorite looking armor in the game. It's a big dress made of armor. It's just a gigantic armored dress. It's really cool. I love it a lot. It's really cool. I've never been so happy looking at it. I'm going to show you the armor because if I don't show it, you guys are not going to understand what I'm talking about. It's this armor right here. There's two armors. I can't zoom in on it, which is a little bit of a here it goes. So there's two armors right here. The left armor, just a regular knight, but the right armor, this is a dress of, I love this, and I can see my character's face. Whenever you play as a male character, you can't see the face with the helmet, but with a woman character, you always see their face because you spent time on that face. This is really cool. It's how it goes in most video games and most RPGs. You can see the face you made of the character because the face is hot. It is strange. I enjoy it a lot. It's my favorite thing of all time. I do not get it. But you gotta understand, some people want to play as giant warriors. Some want stylish women. Some want aliens, monsters, robots, cartoon animals. Are you a cartoon animal? Is that you? Are you Cuphead? Are you the cup from Cuphead? There's no way you think you're the cup from Cuphead. The reason these debates keep happening is not because gamers suddenly forgot how to play as women. The online culture that propagates it now has trained people to treat every gaming thing as this big political, a moral statement, a personal attack, all coalesced together. What's going on? That's stupid. It is at this never-ending war over symbolism. Everyone ends up arguing about everything except the actual game. How do you feel about the gameplay? Have we considered that? Have we considered the gameplay is cool? I think the gameplay is great. I think it's amazing. It was crazy. The industry is exactly the same. People saying the industry now has a bunch of woke women ruining video games forever. No. The audience, you guys, the audience changed. The audience learned that if you're mad at something, you get attention. You get attention and people listen to you. And because you have spent most of your adult life being ignored by every woman that has come up to you, and most people don't even give you the time of day, now you are finally getting that deep attention that you crave. You are finally getting people that actually listen to you. Now you feel like you're a part of a group, a coalition. You feel like a strong Norseman. I know a guy who specifically played Skyrim and only made characters who were women. He made an Argonian. He made an Argonian because, hey, the Lusty Argonian. That's pretty cool. You guys were reading the Lusty Argonian. You guys were reading smut book talk garbage in Skyrim. And now you're complaining that women are having a little bit of relevance in video games. You're insane. You're actually crazy. So to all the gooners and all the people complaining about God of War having all this nonsense, I've been ranting for a second. For all the people that complaining about God of War and all that stuff, you're goofy. You are extremely goofy movie that came out in 1996. Tevin Campbell, you are insane. Anyways, let me know your thoughts about the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this controversy down in the comment section down below. I've been me a lot of the time and often. I'm out. Peace. Bye.
I'm your Nick at night, be my Laurel, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. I love the ride when you're free.